Hi, my name is Angel University, and today we're going to talk about the topic of food dispenser. This topic was assigned to my team to create and develop it to my classmate. We're going to talk about components, project, schedule, assemble, purpose of the project, and final conclusions. And for this, I'm going to need the help of my other classmates. We've been working on this project for almost 2 months, and the day we were talking about the project, we were not ready, but we know that was the purpose of the project. So now, here we're going to talk about this new project to you in English. We're gonna start with my next classmate. So let's begin with this. Don't judge them. They are still learning English.
My name is Gustavo Roel Guerrero Sanchez. I will talk about the components that we use for our project, which are 5 meters of wood, a PLC, a small motor for the base, 2 meters of transparent acrylic, 5, 5 screws, a roll cover for cable as a rotting base, 8 silicone tubes, a voltage regulator, cables to communicate with the PLC, proximity sensors, and potato chip containers and springs. Now I will mention the different tools that we use: a drill hammer, a drill bit, a silicone gun, a cutter, a jigsaw, and polisher and screwdrivers.
The following programming was done in ladder diagram. Segment 1. An open contact is select and directed to input 1 port in position to turn on memory port presence signal. Segment 2. With the open contact address to the memory port presence signal at timer is activated. Motor mobile delay. Segment 3. A close contact address through input or final motor stop is set. A close contact address to input 3 cover position is set. A close contact address to input 0 can in hopper position is placed. An open contact address T40 timer auxiliary contact is set. An open contact address B3 engine start memory is set. An address open contact is set with output Q0 motor on. An open contact address B5 is set to start the engine ignite.
Hello, my name is Ricardo Martinez and I will talk about the assembly of this project. It is built on the Meran table. The structure that was worked on was built with MDF sheets. This is a very resistant material that we know will resistant the weight and movement of all the components. With the structure ready, we began to put the components and the first thing to put on the the air equipment with valves and hose and the motor that will move the cubes and the hopper and some pistons to define the different positions. Uh, the next thing was the sensors uh, that will collect the information to PLC. The last thing to add was the control box, where where the PLC and the current and signal lines, where this box was placed in the lower part of the table. Um, well, that will be the assembly of the project.
Um, well, this is my part. I am Robert Tis, and I think the next. The greatest advantage of our project is its automatization, most of all blazing the food industry. Because as we know, every company that lets that business line are those that cannot allow their process some moment to stop. Since the food should never stop, and on the other part, the disadvantage that we have our radar, which we witnessed, was the installation of safe system. Since we had a little problem in the installation of measures in its structure. For example, removing the angle of the base that put the cover was a little working since we didn't get that exact measure of it, but with a lot of dedication we were able to adjust it well. That's all.
In the development of this project, we worked develop our ability in the development of block diagram in the pneumatic system in the handling of input and output of a policy in the development of improvement in manufacturing process in order to know that bases are what we have to keep in mind as well as to know if we can also improve the process even better in the same way the communication in a work team, the ideas of each member may use the go as it is to reach the solution if we all work in team and to the same compass and who as the task will be